I finally finished 1,000 maps, and I think I'm going insane. Oh, welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and this is the end of day 6 on my road to Headhunter. I have done another 300 maps today, which puts me at a total of 1,000 maps. And from this point, there's going to be a few things that will be changing. I will talk about that a little bit later in the video, so stick around for that. There's actually some pretty cool stuff that will be happening, but I want to give you a little overview of this time round. And there's been a few people asking about my atlas and how I run that. So first of all, I'm going to start with that. Now, my atlas isn't actually as efficient as it could be, but I am able to sustain alleyways maps about 1-to-1. I started out only with 20 alleyways maps. That ran me all the way through to about 650 maps. From that point, I actually ran out. And then I bought another 20 maps, and that has lasted me to the end of 1,000. Now, you can have a look here on my atlas. Alleyways is actually really easy to shape. All you need is alleyways to be completed. Every other tier 2 map, as we have a look here, to be uncompleted. We've got uncompleted, 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 uncompleted. And also all your tier 3 maps. All of these ones around here, like so. The only map that needs to be shaped connecting to alleyways is pier map. So you don't need to use your Elder Orb like you do have to on Glacier. You can do it before you get that Elder Orb. You can do it as soon as you get your pier map. However, I would recommend having at least 120 map bonus objectives. Now, you'll also notice that there's a few other maps here that are uncompleted. That is because I used to be running beach map, and I shaped that one, and then everything else around it. I made sure that it was easy to run, so all of my tier 9 and tier 10 maps are uncompleted at the moment. I just couldn't be bothered running them again to give me a little bit more map sustain in alleyways, but you definitely could. And there's a few unique maps I haven't completed as well. But as I said, this is extremely easy to do. So for all of you who haven't got your Elder Orb yet, I reckon alleyways is a really good budget option for speed farming. Now, to today and how today went. What I'm going to do is actually just show you what my tab looks like right now. This is the end of 300 maps here. And this is pretty much everything I picked up. I also, along the way, decided this time around to pick up unique amulets, unique rings. I've always been picking up unique rings for Lore Weave, but also rare jewels. All of the rare jewels I picked up because I wanted to see if I could get any profit from these jewels. I vended all the ones on the fly that weren't good, and I left some over here, as you can see in my inventory, that could be good. And I'm going to price check these in a moment. And also a couple of corrupted unique jewels and amulets as well. During this, I actually corrupted a Sid Breath amulet, which got a +1 curse. I sold for 80 chaos. So that just went straight into this profit for this time around because that was on its way selling as I was running the maps. Today, I also dropped a glorious plate, and everyone knows what the glorious plate is here. Of course, it's Calm's heart, which is quite nice. I also dropped a Chavron's wrappings, occultist's vestment. I remember when these were a lot rarer than they are today, so I picked it up anyway. I'm not actually sure how much this nets me. I haven't checked my profit for this time around, but I think it's quite good. I did get 10 divines this time around, I think 22 stacked decks, and a few other interesting things, but you can check the Reddit post for that. That's pretty much all I have to say on this front. What I'm going to do is just quickly show you now all of these things here that I've taken to the side that may be worth value. Then I'm going to go for a bit, I'll price check them, put it on the timer, and that will go into my total time. And then I'll come back and I'll let you know if any of these may be expensive. So I will see you very soon. In the meantime, enjoy a little bit of elevator music I have written. Alright, welcome back. I've just price checked a few jewels here. And a couple of amulets as well, and I'm just going to show you what they may be worth. So this first one here I corrupted with Cannot Be Cursed with Silence, which is a Violent Dead jewel. This is only about, 2 to 3 chaos, so it's not much, but, it's something. We then have a Hatred Aura Effect, Sid Breath, or someone else can correct me on that pronunciation if you know it. But this is around about 3 to 4 chaos. This Karui Ward with elemental resistances is about another maybe 4 to 5 chaos there. We then have a Foul Branch Searching Eye Jewel, which is a mediocre Ellie Wand Jewel with Onslaught. This is around about 5 to 10 chaos we could probably sell this for. These next two jewels here are also around about 5 to 10 chaos. This jewel actually has a potential to be much more if I desired to slam an Exalt on it, which I'm not going to do. With increased damage while dual wielding, and max life. That is great for the Cyclone meta out there right now. And then down here we have a jewel that's actually quite good for Fireball. So if anyone's interested in that one, let me know. It's pretty niche, but also pretty great. And then the last jewel we have here, which could be anywhere from about 10 to 30 chaos, which is really great for any cold-based energy shield builds. Occultist builds, quite good for that one there. So that's pretty much it with what I found. The last thing that I'm going to speak about is a little bit of a change that's going to be going on. First of all, this is the last you will hear about alleyway farming. I have decided to actually switch now to do another 1,000 maps in Glacier. Kind of going back on my word here, but I think it would be more interesting to see the comparison between the two maps in how they're being run, the kind of profits that they get, time per map, and everything like that. Which is pretty exciting if you ask me, also because I am actually starting to get a little bit bored of alleyways. After 1,000 maps, you start to go a little bit insane. The second thing that I will mention is I will be using a new build. And I'm actually just going to leave you now with a little teaser of that build. So, I hope you enjoy, and read the Reddit post for the breakdown of the profit. Badger, out. Coming soon to a glacier near you. One man, one build. 1,000 maps.
Turn down for